it's Charlie again, and today we're reading chapter 7 of Amelia Bedelia Goes Wild. Chapter 7 is called Leaping Wizards, a Glacial Gecko. Let's get started reading. When Amelia Bedelia finally got home, Roger was already waiting. Sitting on the doorstep next to him was a plastic cooler. You didn't have to bring your own refreshments, said Amelia Bedelia. We have cold drinks. Amelia Bedelia is right, said her mother, laughing. Ha ha ha. I'll go make you some lemonade. Roger stared at Amelia Bedelia and patted the top of the cooler. Georgie is in here, he whispered. Amelia Bedelia felt creeped out and curious. Why would Roger bring a dead gecko over to her house? Don't worry, said Roger. Georgie doesn't stink. He's frozen solid. Then he told Amelia Bedelia how his little brother had let Georgie out of his terrarium to show to some friends. Georgie had disappeared, and they found him flattened under a sofa cushion. It was winter, and the ground was too frozen to bury him. So they put him in a plastic bag and stuck him in the freezer until the ground thawed and they could have a proper burial. Georgie died 5 months ago, said Roger. I had pretty much forgotten about him until I got your note. Would you like to see him? Amelia Bedelia nodded. So Roger opened the cooler, pushed aside an ice pack, and held up the gecko. Georgie was in a plastic bag. He was flattened out like he had been run over. Amelia Bedelia was fascinated. She didn't notice Clay coming up the walk. Cool, he said. What's that? It's more than cool, said Amelia Bedelia. It's frozen. It's Georgie, said Roger. I never got a chance to bury him. He's a gold dust day gecko from Madagascar. Amelia Bedelia didn't know what to do. She had imagined having a zoo, not a museum. This is amazing, said Clay. We can make a sign that says he's a reptile, and that even though the word dinosaur means terrible lizard, he's not a dinosaur. We can say that Georgie is an ancient lizard that fell into a glacier and was perfectly preserved to this very day. We can write that he likes to eat all kinds of insects and bugs, said Roger. Even the flu? Asked Amelia Bedelia. Because that would be great. Let's freeze him in a block of ice, said Clay. He would be the main attraction. I'll put him in our bird bath, said Amelia Bedelia. She was beginning to see the possibilities in this idea. Georgie will be on a pedestal, and it can hold the melting water. Roger looked relieved. Once he thaws out, we can bury him. Absolutely, said Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia, Clay, and Roger sneaked Georgie into the kitchen. They were about to fill the plastic bag with water when they heard Amelia Bedelia's mother coming. They released it and tucked it into the back of the freezer behind a frozen bag of peas. That night, everything for dinner was fresh, so the freezer door stayed shut. Amelia Bedelia had already told her mother why she had to stay late at school, but during dessert she told her father too. You want to build a zoo? Asked her father. With real animals? Just pets, she replied. Like finally. And Joy has a rabbit and Penny has a mouse. Lots of kids in my class have pets. Plus we'll probably use some stuffed animals. You started to tell me this the other day, didn't you? So that's why that snake was in our backyard, said her mother. A snake in our backyard? Said Amelia Bedelia's father. Forget it. Oh, Daddy, please, said Amelia Bedelia. It's a really big idea. We'll have games and rides, too. Sweetie, he said, building a zoo is complicated. It would be different if you'd done some planning. Amelia Bedelia excused herself and ran to her bedroom. She returned with her notebook and showed her parents the plan for a zoo. It included everything, from the rope swing entrance to the bird bath glacier display. All of the animals and exhibits were organized in the habitats. My backyard. Easy after zoo. Okay, I'll show you after I read it. House. Refreshments. Garage. Enter here. Rope swing. Animals, big cat, animals, other animals go here. Pet alley, rainforest habitat, bench, jump like a kangaroo, be an animal exhibit, swing like a monkey, danger, piranhas. November, enter, hibernation tunnel, April, exit, vegetable garden, Georgie. It's a big idea, all right. Takes up 2 whole pages of the book. Sorry guys, my mom just got home. So I'm looking at her out the window. Amelia Bedelia's parents looked at the map, at each other, and then at Amelia Bedelia. So, said her father, smiling, when I fell into your wading pool, it was actually a crocodile-infested river? Uh-huh, said Amelia Bedelia. Sorry, and my herb garden will be home to a big cat, said her mother. Yep, but he never moves, said Amelia Bedelia. It won't bother anything. Her father shrugged. Looks harmless enough, I suppose. And you did a great job of planning, said her mother. Let us sleep on it, and we'll let you know in the morning. Amelia Bedelia handed her notebook to her mother. Just don't sleep on it too much. If it gets wrinkled, I'll have to do it over. Amelia Bedelia put on her pajamas and kissed her parents goodnight. She lay in bed looking at the sweet squirrel monkey perched on her windowsill. She loved her gift. She felt really lucky to have such good friends at school. She could just see the reflection of the monkeys in the glass. 2 monkeys are better than 1, she thought. She was about to turn off her lamp when she noticed the monkey had lost its reflection. That's odd, she thought. Then Amelia Bedelia's own animal instinct kicked in. She got out of bed and rummaged through her backpack. Where was that extra banana her mother always packed? Got it. She raised her window and set the banana on the ledge. Leaves rustled in a nearby tree as Amelia Bedelia closed the window. Back in bed, Amelia whispered, "Good night, little monkey." Chapter 8 is called Pet Peeved. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Keep reading, keep dreaming.